One way of living, the world is a mess. That could be my blessing to the world. And second, the world is a perfect, beautiful place. Now we are going to start using this technique in every aspect of our life. My child does not eat properly. Anyone has this little issue at home? Anyone has this little issue at home? Yes? Yes? Okay. So then what do we start saying? Bacche khana hi nahi khate. Children don't eat properly. Everybody else also say, Acha, bacche khana hi nahi khate. Family comes over from India and we say, Mummy, mere bacche khana hi nahi khate. Then the dadi and the nani also sit together and say, Acha, bacche khana hi nahi khate. And everyone is saying, khana nahi khate, khana nahi khate, khana nahi khate. The house is vibrating at that energy, khana hi nahi khate. होता है या नहीं होता? And फिर हम प्यार से किचन में जाते हैं, खाना बना रहे हैं, and even while cooking we create a thought, खाते तो है नहीं. होता है कि नहीं होता ऐसे? And after we put that आशीर्वाद in the खाना के खाते तो है ही नहीं, and then we expect them to eat after that. Change the thought. What's the thought? Give them a blessing. संकल्प से सृष्टि बनती है. Thought will become a reality. What's the thought? What's the thought? हाँ जी, बहुत खाते नहीं thought create करना. Be careful with the thought. इसीलिए कहा जाता है ध्यान से सोचो, संकल्प से सिद्धि हो जाती है. अगर आपने थॉट क्रिएट किया बहुत खाते हैं तो थोड़े दिन के बाद सो नॉट बहुत खाते हैं. व्हाट्स द थॉट? एक्यूरेट थिंकिंग. व्हाट्स द थॉट? अच्छा खाते हैं. मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट, सही खाते हैं. दे ईट एवरीथिंग दैट इज राइट फॉर them. Very high nutrition diet. My children eat everything that I cook for them. They're going to eat this with lot of love. They are going to enjoy this meal. That meal will vibrate with that energy. And then you watch what happens. Sankalp se siddhi hai. Now, this is such a powerful tool. You can create it to create any miracles in your life. And not just miracles in your life, you can create miracles in everybody else's life. But unaware of the technique, we are creating thoughts which are opposite to what we want. I am stressed. I am depressed. What a depressing weather. What an irritating person. Every line is opposite of a blessing. And so life...
What's your credit card debt balance? If it's $10,000 or more, here are 3 easy solutions you can start implementing today.
Became opposite of a blessing. Nobody else can bless us to change our destiny. Our every thought needs to be a blessing. First thing in the morning, 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes to begin with. We will create a short meditation for ourselves based on what destiny we want. On our sanskars, on our health, on our relationships, on our work, we will create a short meditation. 5 minutes in the morning, we will create that affirmation and we will visualize that happening in reality. This is programming. So the first thing to do it is the first thought in the morning. इसलिए कहते हैं ना सुबह सुबह किसका चेहरा देखा था? Which means what was your first thought in the morning? The destiny of the day depends on the first thought in the morning. So be very careful what's the first thought in the morning. The first thought has to be a very high vibration thought of what you want your destiny to be. So 5 minutes in the morning. We all have 5 minutes in the morning? Yes. Last thought before going to sleep. If we sleep with the right thought, 6 hours of sleep, a lot of programming happens into the subconscious. Sleep with one wrong thought, and by the time you wake up, it's a reality. Because it's gone deep inside. And that's why we are taught Okay, even if you've had an argument, even if you've had a conflict, sort it out before you go to sleep. Because what's the problem? Why can't we sleep and then talk it over in the morning? Why should we talk about it in the night? Because if I sleep with the wrong thought, then in those 6 hours, it's getting from 50 to 60. Create the right thought before sleeping, it will go from 50 to 40. So 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes in the night before going to sleep, and keep on creating that thought till you fall off to sleep. So if I want to finish my sanskar of anger and I'm creating a thought, I'm a peaceful soul. I don't need anything from anyone. I accept each one as they are. I keep saying and visualizing this till I fall off to sleep. So that my last thought is high energy. So first thing in the morning, last thing before going to sleep. After every 1 or 2 hours, 1 minute reminder. At the Brahma Kumaris, we have a very beautiful technique which is called traffic control. After every hour, we pause for 1 minute. 1 minute pause can create miracles. It's like 1 minute of charging. Pause, withdraw, create the right thought, back into action. Just 1 minute. So 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes before going to sleep, 1 minute after every 1 hour. Easy? Easy? It's not talking about hours, it's talking only about a few minutes. And a very important time is when we are beginning a meal or having a glass of water. Food absorbs vibrations, water absorbs vibrations. So if I have my plate or if I have my glass of water before me and I'm creating a thought, I just don't get along well with him. पता नहीं ये कभी रिश्ता ठीक होगा भी के नहीं होगा. Because it's my reality right now, I'm thinking about it. Or I'm even talking about it to someone. The food and the water will absorb my vibration. And whatever is absorbed by the food and the water will become my dominant thought. And then that thought will intensify on my mind. So we were always taught that just before eating, pray. And how many of us do that? Nowadays, what is our thought just before eating? What's our thought before eating? Remote kidhar hai TV ka? I got my 15 minutes to relax with my plate. See what happens if I'm watching something on television, whether it's the world news, whether it's a movie or any serial. And while I'm watching it, I'm eating. What is the quality of the information across there? So will be the quality of my thoughts. So will be the energy absorbed by the food. And so will become my dominant thinking. So television with food is an absolute? Is an absolute? No. Just me with my right thinking. Me connecting to the Supreme Power, saying my prayer, putting my right intention in that food and consciously eating, not mindlessly eating. Not even knowing what I am putting inside me. Conscious eating. Eating is not only physical health, eating is emotional health. Jaisa anna vaisa, we never questioned कि जैसा अन्न वैसा तन होना चाहिए था ना, but जैसा अन्न वैसा मन क्यों? Why is the food connected to the mind? The food had to be connected to the body. Jaisa anna vaisa man means the vibrations of the food create the quality of our thoughts. So 10 minutes, mindful eating, aware eating, creating the right energy while eating, preferably being in silence or only happy conversations. No discussing problems of the day on dinner table. Not discussing problems of life while eating.